The greatest threat to your success is not your enemy, not betrayal, not even failure. It is a personality type so subtle you may trust it, follow it, even defend it until it has already replaced you. Today, we expose the most dangerous personality Machiavelli warned about, and we solve one problem: why good intentions keep losing to silent predators. Men believe danger announces itself with noise, anger, and violence. Machiavelli knew better. The true danger is invisible, patient, and smiling. In this video, we uncover who this person is, how they rise, why they dominate, and how to protect yourself from becoming their next stepping stone. The most dangerous man you will ever face does not announce himself with threats. He does not raise his voice. He does not demand obedience. He smiles. This personality understands something most people never will. Power flows fastest through trust. And trust is easiest to steal when you look virtuous. Machiavelli warned that men rarely examine what lies beneath appearances. They judge by what they see, not by what is. The dangerous personality builds his entire strategy on this weakness. He studies morality not to live by it, but to weaponize it. He speaks of fairness while arranging advantage. He speaks of loyalty while preparing replacements. He speaks of unity while quietly dividing influence. And because he appears good, he is believed. This mask of virtue is not accidental. It is carefully designed. Every word is filtered, every action is measured. He never commits openly to ambition because ambition invites resistance. Instead, he presents himself as necessary, as reasonable, as the safest option. Machiavelli understood that people forgive almost anything except feeling threatened. So this personality removes the feeling of threat. He does not compete openly, he cooperates strategically. He does not attack directly. He aligns himself close enough to observe your habits, your blind spots, your emotional triggers. While others reveal their hunger for power, he pretends to resist it. When leadership is offered, he hesitates just long enough to appear reluctant. When responsibility is given, he accepts it for the greater good. This hesitation is theater. The mask of virtue allows him to move freely where others are constrained. Moral people hesitate to confront him because he has done nothing visibly wrong. Aggressive people underestimate him because he seems passive. Emotional people trust him because he validates them. He becomes the listener, the mediator, the advisor, and advisors see everything. Machiavelli wrote that a prince must appear merciful, faithful, humane, honest, and religious, while being ready to act otherwise when required. This personality takes that principle and applies it not to kingdoms, but to workplaces, families, friendships, and power structures. He does not break rules. He bends interpretations. He does not lie outright. He omits. He does not betray suddenly. He repositions gradually. The mask of virtue makes him untouchable because accusations sound unreasonable. Anyone who challenges him looks aggressive, jealous, or unstable. He has already framed himself as the calm center. And here is the most dangerous part: he often believes his own performance. This is not the obvious villain who enjoys cruelty. This is the quiet strategist who convinces himself that manipulation is responsibility, that control is protection, that outcomes justify methods. Machiavelli knew self-deception was the strongest shield. A man who believes he is righteous will act without hesitation. He will sleep peacefully while removing obstacles, because in his mind, obstacles are problems, not people. The mask of virtue also attracts followers. People crave moral certainty. They want leaders who sound clean, measured, ethical. This personality gives them language they can repeat, values they can defend, narratives they can feel proud of, and once people defend you, you no longer need force. Those who wear no mask are easy to identify and resist, but the virtuous mask confuses the moral compass of others. It delays opposition. It creates doubt. It turns clarity into hesitation. You begin questioning yourself instead of questioning him. Was that really manipulation? Am I overthinking? He meant well. That pause is where power shifts. Machiavelli would tell you this: goodness without awareness is weakness. Virtue without vigilance is an invitation. The mask of virtue is effective because society rewards appearances more than results, intentions more than outcomes. This personality thrives where people fear judgment more than exploitation. where being seen as good matters more than being strong, where confrontation is avoided in the name of peace. And while everyone is busy maintaining their moral image, he is busy maintaining position. He does not rush because time works in his favor. He does not argue because silence preserves leverage. He does not reveal ambition because ambition exposed too early is killed. By the time his true nature becomes visible, he no longer needs the mask. The structure is already his, the influence is already secured, the resistance is already fragmented. Machiavelli warned that men who rely on the goodness of others will fall when they meet those who do not live by the same rules. The mask of virtue exists precisely to exploit that imbalance. And if you cannot recognize it, you will mistake danger for decency, strategy for kindness, and manipulation for leadership. Because the most dangerous personality does not look like a threat until you realize you are no longer in control of your own movement, your own decisions, your own voice, and by then, the mask has already served its purpose. The most dangerous personality does not act from impulse. They do not shout when angry, nor do they lash out when frustrated. Their power is drawn from something far more lethal than emotion. It is drawn from cold, calculated intelligence. Machiavelli understood that while passion can move armies and inspire crowds, it also blinds, it misleads, and it destroys the unprepared. The mind guided by calculation sees opportunity where the emotional man sees offense. It anticipates moves before they are made and positions itself so that others stumble into defeat while believing they are in control. Emotions are the tools of the reckless. Anger, love, pride, and fear drive men to hasty decisions, to words they cannot take back, to choices that expose weakness. The dangerous personality studies these tendencies not to join them, but to exploit them. He watches as others react, as they argue, as they assume superiority, and he waits. He waits because he knows that time amplifies mistakes. Every rash decision by others becomes a stepping stone, every emotional reaction a ladder to ascend higher without revealing his own intentions. Machiavelli said that it is far safer to be feared than loved if one cannot be both. But even fear can be emotional and unpredictable. The truly dangerous man does not rely on fear alone. He relies on understanding, on calculation, on patterns. He observes people like a chess master studies the board. Each move is noted, each reaction catalogued, each weakness remembered. Then, when the moment comes, the strike is precise, unavoidable, and often silent. The emotional man shouts, the intelligent man whispers, and yet the outcome is the same: domination achieved. Cold intelligence is not the absence of feeling, it is the mastery of it. The dangerous personality knows how to appear human without letting humanity interfere with strategy. Compassion is a tool, trust is a weapon, and loyalty is a means of control, not a virtue. He does not allow attachment to cloud judgment, nor does he permit sentiment to dictate timing. Every relationship, every alliance, every interaction is assessed through the lens of advantage and consequence. In this way, emotion is transformed from a liability into raw material for power. This intelligence thrives in patience. Hot-headed men rush to judgment, chasing perceived slights or opportunities, and in doing so, they exhaust themselves and reveal their weaknesses. The cold-minded man waits, he measures the tides, calculates the momentum of rivals, and aligns circumstances to his favor. What appears as chance or luck to outsiders is, in reality, the result of methodical planning. Machiavelli recognized that fortune favors those who prepare, and preparation is meaningless without clear, unemotional analysis. The dangerous personality also understands the art of timing. Emotion is impulsive, but calculation is strategic. He knows when to speak, when to act, when to remain invisible. He strikes when resistance is weakest, alliances are fractured, and opposition is distracted by their own passions. While others are consumed by anger, jealousy, or desire, he is free to maneuver with precision. His decisions are never about winning an argument in the moment. They are about securing long-term control. Manipulation is the natural extension of cold intelligence. He does not manipulate openly, he does so subtly, using the emotional tendencies of others against them. Guilt, pride, empathy, ambition. These are all levers he pulls with ease. carefully calibrated to produce the desired outcome. The emotional man may recognize that he is being manipulated, but the dangerous personality ensures that recognition comes too late, when the position of power has already shifted irrevocably. Machiavelli would argue that appearances must be preserved at all costs, and cold intelligence allows the dangerous personality to maintain the facade while executing strategy with surgical precision. The emotional world moves unpredictably, but intelligence impulse order. It creates control over chaos. The dangerous personality thrives in environments where others panic, argue, or surrender to impulse. Every crisis becomes an opportunity, every mistake a resource, every misjudgment by others a building block for dominance. While others react, he acts. While others burn with anger, he calculates. While others trust blindly, he observes. Emotion is a tool he wields without ever becoming its prisoner. In this way, cold intelligence is not simply a characteristic, it is a weapon, a strategy, a mindset. It separates the dangerous from the merely ambitious, the strategic from the impulsive, the enduring from the fleeting. Machiavelli recognized that men often overestimate the power of passion and underestimate the power of reason. And the dangerous personality uses this imbalance to his advantage, remaining unshakable, invisible, and unstoppable. As the world around him succumbs to the chaos of emotion, this mastery of mind over feeling allows him to maneuver, dominate, and manipulate with a precision that the emotional cannot comprehend, creating a quiet but overwhelming power that grows stronger with every impulsive action taken by those around him. The most dangerous personality is not the one who charges forward, demanding recognition or seizing control with haste. On the contrary, he moves with the measured pace of a predator, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Patience is his greatest weapon, and Machiavelli understood that timing, more than strength, determines the rise and fall of men. While others act impulsively, this individual studies, observes, and calculates. He knows that action without preparation is weakness, and that those who rush inevitably reveal themselves before the world is ready to follow. The emotional man believes that power belongs to the swift, to the bold, to the visible. He thinks that the louds, the most assertive, or the most daring will dominate. But the truly dangerous personality knows that visibility is a trap, that haste is a vulnerability, and that control is rarely won in the chaos of immediacy. He understands that time is the most valuable currency, and that those who master it can dictate the outcome of events without ever appearing forceful. Patience allows him to gather information others cannot. While others act on assumption, he observes reality. He watches alliances form and break, he notes weaknesses, he tests loyalties, and he calculates probability. Every hesitation of his rivals is a lesson, every impulsive decision an opportunity. Machiavelli taught that men are often blinded by desire or fear, and the patient personality exploits this flaw. By allowing others to expose themselves, he conserves energy while securing the upper hand. But this patience is not passive. It is deliberate, strategic, and active in its invisibility. He engages without overcommitting, speaks without revealing intent, and participates without seeming to manipulate. The world perceives him as calm, reasonable, perhaps even unambitious. Meanwhile, he has already set contingencies, planned maneuvers, and positioned allies, ensuring that when the moment arrives, he moves decisively and unopposed. Patience also gives him power over perception. Men are often judged by the immediacy of their actions, by the reactions they provoke, by the pressure they apply. Those who act too soon appear desperate or reckless. Those who act too late appear weak. But the patient personality strikes with perfect timing, creating the illusion of inevitability. By waiting for the precise convergence of circumstances, he ensures that his victory is not questioned and his influence is unassailable. This ability to wait requires an understanding of human nature. He knows that men are impulsive, that fear clouds judgment, and that desire drives action before reason. He manipulates these tendencies by allowing them to play out, creating opportunities that others, driven by emotion, cannot see. The impatient expose themselves, make promises they cannot keep, and reveal vulnerabilities they cannot hide. And he, patient and calculating, moves when the balance is in his favor, securing control without struggle, often while others are still fighting amongst themselves. Patience is also a shield. The world often punishes those who rush, yet rewards those who wait. By delaying action, the dangerous personality avoids unnecessary conflict, reduces exposure to risk, and gains the advantage of foresight. Machiavelli emphasized the importance of prudence and strategic delay. A leader who acts too soon can squander opportunity, while one who acts at the perfect moment can achieve domination effortlessly. Patience transforms waiting into power, turning time itself into a weapon that the unprepared cannot defend against. The patient personality understands that life is a series of cycles, of rises and falls, of opportunities appearing and disappearing. He does not force events, he allows events to unfold, guiding them subtly, nudging outcomes without revealing his hand. Each pause, each delay, each measured decision reinforces his control. Those around him may grow restless, impatient, or frustrated, but this only works to his advantage. In their desire for immediate results, they expose themselves to manipulation, making his eventual move not just possible but inevitable. Patience also cultivates fear and respect simultaneously. Men who understand that someone can wait indefinitely become wary of challenging them. They recognize that patience is not indecision. It is a reservoir of power, a silent threat that can be unleashed at the perfect moment. Unlike the impulsive aggressor, the patient man cannot be baited into mistakes. He does not fight the battles others expect. He fights the battles he chooses, and he wins them with precision, while the impatient exhaust themselves in vain attempts to provoke action. In this way, patience is not weakness. It is strategy, control, and dominance condensed into time. Machiavelli would argue that to rule effectively, one must master both action and restraint. The dangerous personality exemplifies this principle, moving through life with the understanding that victory often belongs not to the strongest or the loudest, but to the one who waits, observes, and strikes when all others have already revealed their hands, their weaknesses, and their limitations. The most dangerous personality understands a truth that few ever grasp. True power is not always seen, and the absence of visibility is itself a weapon. While men clamor for recognition, broadcast their achievements, and demand applause, he moves silently, unnoticed, shaping events and directing outcomes while the world applauds others. Machiavelli understood this principle deeply, warning that those who rely on appearance alone are vulnerable, while those who control from the shadows are almost untouchable. Visibility is seductive, but it exposes weaknesses. The dangerous personality rejects the spotlight. Knowing that influence is far more valuable than admiration, he understands that people often equate action with effectiveness, volume with authority, and visibility with control. They believe that power must be seen to be respected, but the patient, intelligent, and strategic individual knows otherwise. Influence can be exercised quietly, subtly, without drawing attention, and often without provoking opposition. He moves in the spaces between observation and suspicion, guiding decisions, shaping narratives, and directing outcomes while those around him remain oblivious. While others compete for recognition, he accumulates real power where it cannot be measured, counted, or challenged. Machiavelli warned that men judge more by appearances than reality. The dangerous personality exploits this flaw. By remaining inconspicuous, he allows rivals to overestimate their own power while underestimating his. Those who shout, those who announce, those who parade influence become easy targets. They reveal their strategies, their weaknesses, and their ambitions. Meanwhile, he, unseen, positions himself to act decisively when others have already exhausted themselves. His absence from the limelight is not passivity, it is strategy. Power without visibility allows for mistakes to be concealed, for opposition to be manipulated, and for outcomes to be controlled without confrontation. He does not need public approval because his objective is not to impress, it is to dominate. While others expend energy managing perception, he expends energy managing reality. He invests in relationships, networks, and alliances quietly, ensuring loyalty and utility without fanfare. Influence becomes invisible strings connecting events, people, and outcomes to his control. Machiavelli understood that a prince who appears omnipotent may be envied, but a prince who is unseen yet unstoppable is feared in ways that admiration can never achieve. The dangerous personality also leverages invisibility to test, observe, and manipulate. By staying out of the spotlight, he watches rivalries unfold, motives reveal themselves, and weaknesses surface. Others act as instruments of their own exposure, unknowingly supplying him with information that strengthens his position. He does not confront every threat, he allows threats to self-destruct. He does not need to assert dominance overtly because his influence has already reshaped the environment around him. Patience, intelligence, and invisibility converge to create a presence so pervasive that it is felt everywhere, yet seen by no one. This invisible power also protects him from retaliation. Those who attempt to attack or undermine him often find themselves striking at shadows. By the time they realize the extent of his influence, the outcome is already sealed. The dangerous personality ensures that exposure occurs only when he is ready, only when the structures of control are fully established, and only when resistance is ineffective. Machiavelli emphasized that security is a pillar of power, and invisibility is the ultimate form of security. Those who are constantly visible are constantly vulnerable. Those who act behind the scenes are untouchable. Power without visibility also manipulates perception. While others are busy measuring visible accomplishments, he directs attention away from his moves and toward less threatening distractions. The world applauds noise, movement, and theatrics, while he quietly orchestrates events that matter. Influence becomes invisible, pervasive, and unstoppable because it is unrecognized until it is too late. Those who rely on visibility must defend every step, justify every action, and manage every perception, but he can act with freedom, confidence, and certainty because he knows that real power does not need validation. The dangerous personality also uses invisibility to conserve energy and resources. By avoiding confrontation, avoiding scrutiny, and avoiding exposure, he maximizes efficiency. While others engage in visible struggles that exhaust their strength and reveal their vulnerabilities, he invests in strategy, alliances, and positioning. He can strike decisively with minimal effort because he has already structured the battlefield, preempted opposition, and controlled the flow of events. Machiavelli would say that the most your ruler is one whose strength is hidden until revealed at the moment of absolute advantage, and this personality embodies that principle at every level of life. In essence, power without visibility is the ultimate form of dominance. It allows the dangerous personality to control outcomes, manipulate rivals, and secure advantage while remaining untouchable and underestimated. The world sees only the consequences of his influence, never the hand that guides them. His strategy is not to win attention, but to win control. And while others chase recognition, he quietly accumulates authority, influence, and unchallengeable power, moving unseen while the world remains convinced that the story is written by someone else. We have explored the anatomy of the most dangerous personality, the one Machiavelli would have recognized instantly, a figure who wields influence not through brute force but through subtlety, patience, intelligence, and the mastery of appearances. He hides ambition behind virtue, moves with cold calculation rather than hot emotion, waits patiently while others rush to expose themselves, and exerts power without ever drawing attention. Each of these qualities alone is formidable, but together they create a personality that dominates silently, reshapes outcomes, and leaves others wondering how they were outmaneuvered without realizing it. The lesson is clear. Power does not belong to the obvious, the loud, or the well-intentioned. It belongs to the strategic, the disciplined, and the unseen. Those who act impulsively, trust too easily, or mistake appearance for reality are at the mercy of this personality, no matter their talent, morality, or effort. Recognizing these traits, understanding the methods of influence, and mastering patience, calculation, and observation are not just tools, they are shields against being manipulated or outperformed. Machiavelli's warning is timeless. The world is ruled by those who understand the mechanics of power, not by those who merely hope for fairness or justice. To navigate life, to rise without being undermined, and to survive in environments of ambition and rivalry, one must see clearly, act deliberately, and measure every move against both immediate and long-term consequences. In the end, the most dangerous personality teaches a critical lesson. Mastery of self and mastery of circumstance are inseparable. To recognize the silent strategist around you is to reclaim control over your own path, to anticipate moves before they happen, and to ensure that you are never merely a pawn in someone else's invisible game. Power, in its purest form, belongs to those who understand it, wield it wisely, and respect its subtlety. The question is not whether such personalities exist. They always do. The question is whether you will recognize them before it is too late, and whether you will learn to think, act, and endure as strategically as they do.